Hi and welcome along. This is a position that occurred in my game with an opponent I've already played 50 minutes ago. My opponent is 2097 and we've already had two games. It's one each. This is a classical game on Lichess, 20 minutes and 10 seconds. And I decided to not go berserk with my opponent, as my opponent has already beaten me 1 out of 2 each. 1 out of 2 games each. I looked at my game with my opponent that I'd won and lost while I was playing my moves or waiting for my move. My opponent seems to have lost because of a tactic. So I thought that might be a clue to getting somewhere. Now, as you would appreciate, white is an exchange down for, has a knight for my rook. Or I have a rook for his knight. Or something like that. I don't know, I'm getting confused. So this position was reached where my opponent plays bishop to c2 attacking my queen. What would you do next? So I'll show you the move bishop c2 for those that don't know algebraic notation. Bishop c2. So what would you play now for black? So obviously there's something I want you to see here, and so I'm hoping you can see it. Might be a wee bit easy to see, but it's maybe it's not. I'm covering my bases, aren't I? So I'll be quiet for about half a minute, and of course you can pause the screen and all that sort of thing. So I'm going to give you a clue on the play that continued from here on in. Liquidation. So here comes the continuation that I played, and it seemed to work for me. It is of course tactical. I'm quite reasonable at tactical, so it's the following, okay? So if you don't want to see it, if you want to ponder this position further, then I suggest you pause your screen or turn me off or something like that for you to ponder this position. So here comes the finale, okay? Rook c2 or queen c2, queen c2 check, f2. Now do you see it? That's reminding me of the other position I put on the other day. Here comes rook f1, more or less the only move I think. Or we've got knight f2. Well, knight f2 is rook f2 and it's pretty well over I think. Especially after rook to f4, after rook f2 check, king d3 or c3, and then rook f4 will pick up another pawn. So here's rook f1. So of course all I do now is lift the defender of, I've already got the G-pawn coming up, so I mean that might look quite good to a lot of people anyway. This possibly is quite alright. Knight f2. Now just the finale, the last move, and it's easy to see, and it made my opponent resign on the spot, is of course the following move. Bishop e2 check to the rook, which defends the knight on f2. There's no intermediate move here for black to meet here anymore, as white is just going to lose their piece as well. We might have rook e1, but then rook f2 is threatening somewhere like bishop away, check within reason, not just silly spaces places. And that's the end of the session. Thank you very much for viewing. All the best with your chess, no matter where it's at, and bye for now. Okay, bye.